Economics decides who gets what, and yes, you can build wealth without interest. I'm your guide on finance and practical entrepreneurship. This video mixes modern economics and classical Islamic wisdom. In few minutes, you'll understand what economics actually studies. And one simple takeaway, economics is about choices. You'll also get halal, practical ways to act on those choices. 1. What is economics? Economics is the study of how people allocate scarce resources, what to produce, how, and for whom. Whenever you choose, you are doing economics. Example. Imagine a small family bakery in Vancouver. 10 hours, limited flour. Do you make croissants, halal samosas, or invest in a delivery app? Choices define outcomes. An ethical, riba-free approach values fair contracts, transparency, and partnership, not squeezing customers or workers. This week, track 3 choices you make about time or money. Label them scarcity choices. Wait, later I'll show how a companion of the Prophet Muhammad built wealth through trade and partnership. You'll want that case study too, micro versus macro. Microeconomics looks at individuals and firms. Macro looks at whole economies. Unemployment, GDP, inflation. Example, micro. You, as a student in Boston, deciding between a part-time job or freelance gigs, that's micro. Example, macro. When Canada's economy slows and jobs fall, that's macro, halal frame. Macro decisions are not just numbers. They affect real people. Ethical policy means protecting the vulnerable, not only averages. Quick playbook. Pick one micro decision you can change now. Then pick one macro headline. Ask, who wins? Who loses? Which matters to you more, your personal money moves or the big economy? Type personal or macro below 3. Supply, demand, incentives. Supply equals how much sellers will provide at different prices. Demand equals how much buyers want at those prices. Incentives, they steer behavior. Example. In 2023, plant-based milk exploded in urban UK supermarkets. Demand rose, producers increased supply, prices and varieties changed. Halal note. Markets must avoid deceit, no hidden fees, no Ijarah, excess uncertainty in contracts. Quick playbook. Sketch a simple supply and demand curve for something you buy weekly, milk, coffee, or streaming subscriptions. Later we'll compare loans with profit sharing and why one traps people while the other aligns incentives. 4. Money, banks, and halal finance, no interest solutions. Money is a medium, a unit of account, and a store of value. Banks intermediate, but conventional banks often rely on interest, riba, which we skip. Halal alternatives, short bullets with examples. 1. Mudarabah, profit sharing. One supplies capital, the other manages. 2. Musharakah, joint partnership sharing profit and loss. 3. Ijarah, leasing an asset. 4. Benevolent loans. Example. If you want halal home finance in Toronto, look for diminishing-musharakah models where you buy shares in the home over time. Quick playbook. If you need capital, propose a clear partnership contract, share profits, and record obligations in writing. Would you try profit sharing instead of a loan? Type PS for yes or tell me for details. 5. Why ethics and no riba matters. Research plus example. Interest concentrates risk on borrowers. Profit sharing aligns incentives and shares risk. Research and industry reports show Islamic finance's rapid growth as people seek ethical options. Example. Imagine 2 cafes. Cafe A borrows interest-bearing money and must cover fixed payments even in slow months. Cafe B takes a partner who shares revenue. In a downturn, Cafe B adjusts together, fewer bankruptcies. Halal framing. Quran, Allah has permitted trade and forbidden riba. This is foundational for the riba-free approach. Quick playbook. If you or your business has interest exposure, List the instruments and explore halal replacements, profit sharing, leasing, or cooperative funding. Coming up, a short real story. Abdurrahman ibn Auf's trade practices and what modern entrepreneurs copy from him. 6. Historical and practical social proof. Abdurrahman ibn Auf built wealth mostly through trade and partnerships, giving charity and avoiding riba-based fortune. His story shows trade, fairness, and social responsibility can create wealth. 7. Practical steps you can take this month. Step 1. Audit. Find every place interest touches your life: credit cards, loans, savings. Step 2. Replace. Where possible, move to halal products, Islamic banks, cooperatives, or profit-sharing deals. Step 3. Start micro-partnerships. Split profits on freelance gigs instead of fixed hourly pay if it's feasible. Step 4. Build a community fund, a local investment partnership. Quick playbook. Today, write the list. Tomorrow, contact one halal provider or one potential partner. Next video, we'll unpack how a central bank might operate without interest. You'll be surprised by the alternatives. 8. Government policy and macro tools without interest. Conventional policy uses interest rates to cool or warm an economy. An interest-free alternative could use profit-sharing public investment, zakat redistribution, public waqf assets, and targeted subsidies. These tools shift returns to joint revenue streams rather than guaranteed interest. Example: think of a city building a toll road with shared revenue partners, not interest-bearing bonds. Quick playbook. Follow local municipal projects and ask, is this structured as debt or as a revenue share? Would you support community projects funded by profit sharing instead of traditional debt? Type yes or why not. Bonus: Islamic finance is not only a niche. Industry reports show Islamic finance assets grew strongly in recent years, reaching nearly $5 trillion. That growth matters. It shows demand for ethical, riba-free alternatives. Ethical finance is practical. It scales. Recap: economics equals choices under scarcity. You can act ethically, choose partnerships, profit sharing, and community finance instead of interest. If this gave you a new lens, subscribe. This channel makes ethics practical. Subscribe for the next video: monetary policy without interest, what it means for your wallet. Actionable next step: watch a few-minute explainer and example of supply and demand in your town. Type HALAL if you'll do it. I'll pin the best replies.